See a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They start the drive with Cook. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Good footwork at the 30. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20! Touchdown, Cowboys! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And that is taken in by Njoku. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Again, Smith. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Deion Jones from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Ready, break.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Back to throw, Smith. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Let's go now.
They'll sneak it with Smith. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And after the run, Smith going to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. On play action, now Brady. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Cowboys 14, Cardinals nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
70 Timberwolves. Hurry, hurry.
On 2nd and a yard, Smith, the left side completion to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a first down throw, it's Smith. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Drake Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
At their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the end. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pretty move. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Throwing now is Geno. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Smith. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll find Bateman once more. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Jones will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
An extra point by Chris, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Brady. On the move to his left. This is caught, it's Cooks. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw is Brady. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Brady. And this is caught at the 8. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that, not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed.